Andrew Yang. Let's go to Andrew Yang, okay? Okay, guys, I interviewed Andrew Yang.
I'm convinced that identity politics has just been set up to distract us from the money. Like, I just got to say, let's go get that money. And then after we get that money, then we can talk about whatever else we want to talk about.
Chop it up.
I was always a proponent of universal basic income, also federal jobs guarantee. Had some experience with what the right policies can do on the state level when it comes to federal jobs. Andrew Yang is running for mayor of New York. And I haven't really studied his policies. I mean, I know he's probably more to the left than most of the people that are running. I don't know everyone that he's running against. But I do know he's got more name recognition than anybody else in this race. And that's really important when it comes to politics. Think Orange Cheeto. Trump. Yeah. And Andrew has a way of coming across as a likable guy. So these things are working. And Andrew had a little bit of a war chest, I think. He can raise money. He raised a lot of money during the primaries, Democratic primaries. So I'm not totally astonished that Andrew Yang is leading the pack in New York. In fact, Yang widens his lead in the latest public poll as PAC forms to boost his candidacy. A survey conducted by Data for Progress, the national poll, says that Andrew Yang is around 26% of voters are supporting Yang's candidacy. Now, in a typical race, if someone said 26% of the voters are supporting you, you'd be like, that ain't a lot. It's a lot when you got 12 people running. 12 people are running, including Yang. That's a lot of people, Johnson. The next closest person is only half that, with 13 points. His name is Brooklyn Borough President Eric Adams. The poll also found that Yang leading Adams 25-22 among black voters. Yang beating the brother, attracting brothers. The borough president's political base is predominantly African American. Here's the deal, guys. People don't want business as usual. People were saying, somebody contacted me about Maya Wiley. Now, Maya Wiley is also running. Last I checked, she was in like 4th position in single digits. She worked for Bill de Blasio. Here's the thing, guys. I don't know if people want that. Because that's sort of like a cutback to what they already had. See, the beauty of being an outsider is that you're an outsider. And people think, for some reason, they think uncorruptible. I don't know if that's true or not. Anybody can become corrupted. But what I'm saying is, people feel like they got a shot. That you may think differently. And you may behave differently. I haven't checked out Maya Wiley's programs or her policies yet. Just saying what I think. The tea leaves. Now, I say all that to say this. They are smearing Andrew Yang at this point. Yeah, that's how you know he's really doing well, guys. They're going for the jugular on this guy. They're pulling anything out of their asses to kind of throw against the wall on it. Look, man, I criticized Andrew Yang during the primaries for good reason. I felt duped. But looks like he may win this thing. Now, I know it's early, guys. I know it's early. Don't get me wrong, I know it's early. But when everybody's dogging you, you're the front runner. And you are the front runner. And then they start really sniping at you about BS. Seems that way. Here goes the clip of Morning Joe by our friends over at Case Study QB.
Just got to ask, we've got like the most important mayor's race in New York City probably in the last 50 years, maybe 100 years. I don't know. It's really important for a city that just keeps losing residents, keeps losing businesses. And I've seen polls. Andrew Yang's, I've seen him ahead in a lot of polls. I mean, you and I could do a better job running New York City than Andrew Yang. No offense, Andrew Yang. But this is a problem, isn't it? What's going on in that race?
I love this city, Joe, and New York is in my blood. And some of my friends were all so concerned. New York is at a tipping point right now. If New York goes too hard left, and the city is doomed. As you said, if taxes continue to rise and it is no longer a place that makes sense for business and businesses are losing, we lose. New York still has to be in certain ways a top-down city. A guy like Ray McGuire, who's a former Citigroup guy, African-American, moderate voice, would be a great voice for New York, and he's got a shot. But the Andrew Yangs of the world and some of the more extreme candidates is going to push New York in the wrong direction. We saw a moderate voice would be a former Citigroup guy, African-American, moderate voice would be that makes sense for business and businesses are losing. We lose. New York still has to be in certain ways a top-down city. A guy like Ray McGuire, who's a former Citigroup guy, African-American, moderate voice would be a great voice for New York, and he's got a shot. But the Andrew Yangs of the world and some of the more extreme candidates is going to push New York in the wrong direction. We saw what happened with Amazon and AOC and her crowd when they got a hold of it. Killed Amazon coming to Long Island City, which would have invented a completely new city. That kind of thinking, that takes over New York and kind of pushes the Amazons or the potential Amazons away. We're in trouble. It is a real tipping point for New York.
Well, I'm not really talking about politics. New York is one of the most progressive cities in America. So if New York gets a progressive mayor, well, that's fine. It lines up with New York City. But you want that mayor to be competent. You want them to know what they're actually doing. This is like, I actually think it's the hardest political job in America. And to have a political neophyte who ran for president with some I mean, it's one thing running for president and putting some quirky ideas out there and getting some media attention. But, man, when you're running New York City, again, I'm not.
Donny Deutsch. All right, man. Joe Scarborough literally just said that he and Donny Deutsch could run New York better than Andrew Yang. Now, I don't know if they could run it better than Andrew Yang, because I don't know how well Andrew Yang could run it. But I do know that Scarborough's not the sharpest knife in the box, and Donny Deutsch is a douche. That I do know, Johnson, because I remember when Donny Deutsch was on air and he said, if Bernie Sanders wins the Democratic primary, I'm going to vote for Trump. Yeah. Then they let him walk it back because they were going to, people wanted his ass off the show. Ray McGuire sounds like he's horrible as well. Here's the thing, Donnie. We don't really like you. Nah, we don't like you. We don't. MSNBC likes you because you're a corporate Democrat, corporatist guy, That's why they like you. You're corrupt and you like corrupt politicians, and that's the way you want things to stay. And I get it, man. It's good for money. It's good for business for you. For you, it's good. Top down, motherfucker. You actually talking about top down politics? New York is a top down city. Maybe that's why it's at the bottom. That's why it's sucking right now. Maybe that's it. Maybe it's time to do things a little bit differently. I don't know if Andrew Yang's the guy to do it. I'm not endorsing him. I don't know if I trust him either. But I know I don't trust this guy, Ray McGuire, the moderate. Who needs that guy? No one needs that guy. No one wants that guy. He's got a shot at what? Making things worse? The hardest political job in America, Joe Scarborough. If being the mayor of New York is the hardest political job in America, how the hell could you even consider you being better at doing it? Oh no! Tim Black says mean things about important people. Yeah, man, I'm just not impressed. Never been impressed with Joe Scarborough. Or his political acumen, or lack thereof. Now, once again, I'm not sold on Andrew Yang. I'm not trying to get clicks or views or hits. But he is running for a particular job in a particular state, and there's 11 other candidates, and maybe it'll depend on what those people are bringing to the table and how what they have, in store. What their policies are, what they plan to do, what vision they have. I don't know. Because there is such a thing as out of what you got to choose from that. I mean, you could write in Tim Black, but I don't live in New York. So people got to make a decision. You know what I'm saying? Now, one of the things about Andrew Yang that I like and I don't like. One thing I like about Yang is occasionally, most of the time, he seems like a regular guy. And I like that about Andrew Yang. I like the fact that he seems down to earth at times, real at times. Just what the hell, gee whiz. What, I'm running for something? I forgot totally about it because I'm just hanging out and kicking it with you guys, man. Oh, man, let's order some pizza and do some Jaeger shots. That's what I get that feeling from. You ever get that? Pass the blunt? Play Madden? That's what Andrew Yang reminds me of. Passing the blunt, playing Madden. Mortal Kombat and St. Ides Double Deuces, man. That's what that guy reminds me of, my youth. Wasted youth. The magic. That's why I like Andrew Yang. And that's something about him that I like, the twinkle in the eye. But that's also what I don't like about Andrew Yang. No one needs that, man. We need you to grow up, be a fucking adult, man. You want to run a major city, one of the premier city in the United States. And you do this, man. You do this.
Man, keep his Timbs on.
Can a man keep his Timbs on?
Yeah, why he's fucking bitches, because a man keep his Timbs on.
Oh my! I mean, I really.
Oh Lord.
I'm in disbelief.
I think it's purely up to your partner, right? I mean, if your partner is
Consensual.
cool with it,
That's what I'm saying.
I love Andrew Yang.
He told bitches. He told bitches.
Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Oopsie daisy. Uh-oh. 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 Forgot I was running for an office that grown people are going to vote for. Not running for frat captain. Not running for house captain. I know you guys want to kiss Andrew Yang. Not my people, not the Wolfpack. I'm talking to those people that want to kiss Andrew Yang's ass. Tim, you're wrong. He's so real. Howard Dean. They're having a field day out of this. He gives the competition new life. People we forgot, people that were forgotten that they were even running in this thing are out talking, having something to say, giving them talking points. Look at this guy. This is a layup. The guy uses the word bitch. And what did you do? I told you guys about this during the primaries. I said, this is not how adults talk. I should not be better at talking than Andrew Yang. He's supposed to be really good at this point. And I told you, that doesn't help. Do you realize there are old people in New York? They're going to see that are seeing this. Yeah, it plays well with you, Johnson. He already had you. He's already got you, dumbass. He needs to get these other people to vote for him. Who else were you going to vote for? Ray McGuire? Think. I'm not even going to read you all the bad things that were said about this. And look, they got a point. If you can't think on your feet on this one, Johnson, in this climate, in this world, in America, maybe if you lived in Australia or Switzerland or something, you could get away with this shit. But here, the feminists were just sharpening their knives, man. Oh, man, I can't wait. This is, they were like, woo, just what we hoped for. A gaffe by Andrew Yang. No wonder why he likes Joe Biden so much. They both are gaffe prone. Those don't like this. They don't like it, man. It's like you want to be the popular kid. Want to be popular. Want to fit in. Motherfucker, your name is not Mark Cuban. What are you doing? That's what makes them real. That's how you lose, Johnson. That's how you lose. One candidate said what he should have said, something like, hey, man, that's not cool, man. Hey, whoa. Hey, all right, shut it down. City laughed and joked and then did one of these. Never told him, man, let's treat the, hey, come on now. Treat the lady with a little respect. All right, let's treat you, come on now. I can't co-sign this, man. What are you trying to do to me? You guys, see, Joe Biden's smart enough. He'd be like, hey, fat. Come on, fat. Timberlands. What's the Timberland? Huh? It's all good. It's just bad judgment is what it is. And see, when the seniors come out to vote, if they're thinking about that, they're not going to vote for you. I don't know how you clean it up. I think you just try to move past it. I mean, what do you say? If you try to clean it up, all the kids who think you're cool won't think you're cool anymore. That's because you don't want to call women bees. Similar thing happened during the primaries. Remember that? It was something like he was making people they were taking shots or something stupid. Like, what are you doing? What are you doing? Waste of money. Why? All right. I'm just saying, guys, it just doesn't make sense to me, that's all. Will it sink them? Not substantially, but it breathes life into the competition. Once again, there's not an endorsement here. All I'm saying is I'm reporting the news. This is news, Johnson. I'm not saying vote for Yang or don't vote for Yang. This is me doing my job. That's all I'm doing. So don't write me telling me shit about Yang. I know most of it. Let me ask you something. Do they know us? When I say they, I mean the talking heads on cable news. Do they know you? I mean, they talk about the world as if it's a sport. They play political games, report on our pain, rack our brain to feed the stock exchange, but do they know us? Do they know what we care about? Nope. They're too far away. They can't see us. They can't feel us. They can't relate to us. See, when you want to know what's going on in your world, trust someone who lives in your world. Subscribe.